Hey everybody, I am at BeBop Fabric Sensors booth, and meet my neighbor. Literally, this man is my neighbor. Maxime Stinnett. Yeah. We're not sure if he's in relation to Peggy Stinnett, the late Open Tribune columnist, but we'll find out later. For now, I'm talking with Matt, but also I'm going to do this real quick, folks. I am going to tweet out what we're doing here, so I'm going to put the focus right back on me for a second. There it is. And I'm going to tweet this so that I'll see the tweet. The tweet is already pre-prepared. So please, if you happen to have a presence of mind, attack.
Yeah, so BeBop at its core, we make fabric sensors, right? So that's a technology called piezo-resistive material. We actually dope roll of fabric to create pressure sensors. And from pressure sensors, we can measure discrete pressure as well as bend, twist, and shred, right? And so the big thing on display here, which we'll take to in a minute, is our data love. And so that's it for a virtual reality context, but also could be used for like industrial assembly. So in that situation, we put bend sensors for each of the poles, which is a full map with an view the human hand in a virtual context. So we'll walk you through that, but that's what's real exciting about what we do is we can apply the same fabric to all sorts of different contexts, right? We're in automotive, sports and fitness, obviously the gaming and sort of VR world, and consumer health.
Okay. Whoa, so hey, take us through, man. Let's see this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before I ask them, how did BeBop start? Because you're the founder, right? So
I am not the founder. The founder is right over there, but
okay.
I've been working with him since the company was founded. Sure. Actually, since before it was founded.
You know, I figured you're the founder. You're a Cal grad like me.
Hey, yeah.
Go Bears!
Go Bears! Connections keep on coming.
That's right, exactly.
There are 4 sensors. So yeah, so the company is born out of a musical instrument company named after our founder, Keith McMillan, right? So that's Keith McMillan Instruments, and those are direct to consumers, right? So you can buy from our website or from Guitar Center, you know, all sorts of different places. These MIDI controllers, and at the core of each MIDI controller is that same pressure-sensitive fabric, and that's what's been around for about a decade and sort of proven millions of sensors around the world, right? And you know, musicians are really kind of demanding. They need like really low latency, really high resilient systems because they're on stage all the time. People are throwing stuff everywhere, so we sort of fit that need in sort of a price point that's acceptable for, you know, the average musician, as opposed to sort of the upper echelon, while also being really robust and lightweight, you know. So we call it road proof, road ready. So in that situation, that's sort of where the name BeBop harkens back to, right? BeBop as a form of jazz was sort of, especially in the late 50s, kind of pushing the boundaries of what the art form was capable of doing and sort of saying, hey, here are the rules and we're going to try to break them. So we thought that was a nice nod to both our musical roots and our desire to sort of push the medium a little bit. Right, so what's awesome about the fabric sensors is, sure, they can be put against sort of rigid controllers in the musical instruments, but we can also contour them and do really cool things where we wrap them around, you know, like your armchair,
like this.
Or yeah, you can put them in the back. Exactly. So that's what this is trying to show, is just crazy geometry that we can do, right? So there you have it.
Can't wait to see it. What is that? Is that pad thing? Is that?
Yeah. So this is the Bop Pad, right? Which is something that BeBop created in partnership with Keith McMillan Instruments. So kind of marrying the two companies. That is what
hold that up to your hand. Yeah, perfect.
So there you go. So this is literally the fabric, 0.5 millimeter thick. We print the traces directly onto it, right? And so it's highly flexible, and it's a 24 zone radially located instrument, right? So in any of the 4 zones, there you go. You can hear him playing it right now. It's velocity sensitive, and we can actually track where you're located within this whole area. So that allows us to do things like pitch shifting and all sorts of really, really sensitive control. So there you have it, right? You can play with sticks. And as you travel out, you hear the pitch change.
Wow.
I'm the only non-technical person that runs this. Right. You get like flams and rolls. So there you go. That's something that's available on the market with the fabric sensors inside, right? So that's the Keith McMillan Instrument BeBop collaboration, right? So BeBop, on the other hand, right, we specialize in selling to other OEMs, right? So we're a B2B enterprise.
Oh, tell me what an OEM is, man.
Yeah, that stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer, right? So, yeah, like, you know, the Nikes of the world, right? Whereas, so a good comparison is like Intel, right? The famous Intel Inside. That's sort of what we do. You wouldn't necessarily buy a BeBop product off the shelf. In fact, you probably never will. And you might end up operating all sorts of consumer devices that you don't even know have BeBop's tech inside. Let's go look at the glove.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
Okay.
Excuse us. Oh, hey.
So,
folks, if you're wondering, we're at Eureka Park in the Sands Expo at CES. This place is packed. And so back to Maxime.
So I'll maybe listen along. Great, yeah. So this is the BeBop Sensors Forte Data Glove, and it is a controller that allows us to manipulate a virtual environment, right? So here you have the glove. It's designed to be one size fits all, in that you don't need multiple SKUs on the shelf, right? These actually stretch to allow for larger and larger hands to get in there. It's a Bluetooth device, 15-hour battery life. It's been going all day on the same Bluetooth connection. We are also quite impressed. We were expecting all the Bluetooth devices running around here to cause all sorts of problems, but that's a testament to sort of some of the, the work that's gone into making this happen.
Absolutely.
So what we got here, I'm going to home it real quick, is I can actually sort of play a guitar, right, just by flexing my fingers. So it's in real time, it's tracking each digit. And what's also neat about this is within each of my fingertips are haptic actuators. Right, so we're not just controlling the location or understanding the location of my fingers, we're also actually feeling a force feedback. And so that allows me to, I can feel what's going on. And so what we're doing is
what's going on.
I can feel.
You can feel what's going on.
I can feel what's going on. So that's another level of immersion that is really important, right? It's the first step, the thing that we're really excited about is we can actually now reach into VR and say, hey, I'm here. I'm not just exploring this world as a bystander, I'm a part of it, right? And the next step there is to say, I'm in contact with a brick surface, I can feel that brick. It's kind of to a laser, right? We're just, the goal here is to show you how fast this thing responds. It's real time, right? So, I mean, that's what you need, right?
Yeah.
Kind of as fast as you can go, right? And that comes back to our musical instrument roots, right? Musicians need to be able to play digital instruments and have them respond in real time. If you can't do that, you're out of the game, right? So we're constantly pushing and making sure that we're sort of under that real-time threshold. This is responding in about 6 milliseconds. So any latency you might see is probably due to the live stream, but then also due to the refresh rate of this monitor.
This is huge, man. This is freaking huge.
I'm glad you think so. We're pretty excited about it.
Hey, so tell my viewers, because they're gonna say, how can I get that, or can they?
Yeah. So right now we're talking to multiple, again, OEM, original equipment manufacturer partners, some of sort of the leading kind of VR pioneers, to see about different ways to package the system. So ideally it would be a controller and sort of your standard kit.
Yeah.
But that's something that we're trying to figure out right now. And so to that end, the point here is that this is a demonstration of the capabilities of the system. We can do all kinds of things. We can add in abduction sensors in between so that you know how far apart the fingers are spread. We can add in multiple sensors if you want to catch all kinds of crazy things. Haptics can be added and changed in addition to that palm haptic. We can have other haptics. This is a modular system intended for...
Oh, tell my viewers what a haptic is.
Oh, yeah. Well, so haptics... In this particular case, when we say haptics, these are these actuators that are basically little speakers inside that are creating vibration, right? And vibration is the sensation that we feel as touch, right? As we move across different surfaces, we're feeling a vibration pattern against our fingertips, and that's what tells us what different textures are. So haptics can mean all sorts of things in terms of
So you can make it so that you can actually reach out and touch those mountains.
Yeah, right. And that's not what you see here, but yes, exactly. So I'm over here and my hands aren't touching, then boom, now they're in contact. And that's at that point, that's when the haptics go off. If I pull away and scrub, I'm not feeling it.
It's something else.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, thanks a lot. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
Hey, tell them the website to find out more information.
Yes, www.bebopsensors.com. There's all sorts of content. There's all sorts of videos up there of our insole, of our occupant classification system, which is an advanced dynamic airbag suppression system that we're working on for automotives for next generation airbag deployment. There are sensor mats, floor mats, all sorts of things. All the videos you can see on our website.
Wow. Hey, and so folks, thanks a lot to Maxime, and see you in Adams Point, in the Bay Area.
All right,
He lives in Oakland. All right, man. Thanks. Great presentation.
Thank you.
And go Bears.
Go Bears.
All right. See ya.